Hey everyone, welcome to the Sunday episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast that enables you to build a thriving and successful business in the 21st century. And My name is Anna Angelova, your co-host, a business coach and consultant. And On the weekends, today I'm joined with Joris Minasvant as well, who is my co-host, joining us from Europe for the next few days. Well, we'll see if you'll be able to join for the next few days, but you're here today. So taking advantage of you being present.
Hi Anna, hi everyone. Yeah, I don't know if I can join during the week. It's a technical issue and a security issue, so combined, I don't want to push the subject, but I will join if I can. But I know this podcast and our audience are in good hands with you. You're the brain of the thing, anyways. I'm the pretty face, so
Yes.
they'll be, and you're both, so they'll be fine with just you, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's different. It's a different vibe. Like when it's a conversation with the two of us, it's different when it's just me sharing things. So it's actually nice to have the variety, right? And we work with what happens. And uh, as you know, and as you can see, like right now we are live on our YouTube channel on Plandor, and it's already almost 11 o'clock on Sunday. Other days we've been live at 8:30 a.m. So it's our lives are also flexible in a way, going with adjusting based on what's going on and what other work we have. So anyway, let's not go on a tangent. Focus on today. And what we wanted to bring as a topic today is something related to the fact that it's March 23rd as we are speaking, and it's almost the end of March. Next Monday is the last day of March. And like a lot of other small, mid sized businesses, our fiscal year is set based on the calendar year. So that it matches the
December
calendar year.
31st. Yeah.
It's January 1st to December 31st. So March
Hmm.
31st is actually the end of Q1. So we thought it would be a good idea to discuss quarterly reviews. And
Hmm.
something that hopefully you are doing as a business owner, you are already doing, and this is part of your routine, this is part of your productivity system, of your business development system, where you actually have quarterly review and planning. If you don't, then listen carefully to what we are sharing today. If you do, still
Hmm.
listen because like there might be something that you're not doing that you'll be like, oh, this is interesting. Let me do this. So today we'll focus on the quarterly review, and then next week we'll most likely talk about the quarterly planning. Now, in general, these two are connected, but to keep the episode not too long, today we'll be focusing on the review, looking back at the past 3 months, basically. Mm, So, um, Joris,
Yep.
looking
So
back at the
yeah,
past three
uh,
months,
yeah. So basically, it's we look at what we have done, what worked, what didn't work, what worked we do more of, what didn't work we try to avoid, and there are some things that was put aside from the last quarter that they belong to our annual or BHAG goal, and we will prioritize those and make sure we get to those. The other review is of all the things that we did, what kind of value did they add? And then apply the 20/80 rule. Did we get 80% of our results out of those 20% of work that we did do, or 90% of the work that we did had no results? So that's also very important to reset and make sure focus on the 20/80 rule. I think for us there was a big reset about 3 weeks ago. No, when did you, like, end of February? I think there
end
was a
of
big
February, yeah.
reset.
So yeah, it's three
Yeah, I
weeks,
think
yeah.
that was our big reset, and I hate this word, the big reset, because there some global bodies are applying that to all humans, including Canada. But yeah, it was our big reset where we even completely did redid our website and we started on a journey on a new path, and right away we saw results. I mean,
yeah, right
incredible.
away.
Like between a month and a half went by, and nothing. Like 2 months actually went by, and not much happened. The moment we reset at the beginning of March, we now have 2 clients booked.
Yes, yeah, it was.
I mean, it is just, yeah, go ahead.
It was outstanding. It was such a. It showed us that we're on the right path, and
Yeah.
as much as you might not like the word reset, sometimes, and what you're saying is actually we did this pivot in the middle of the quarter. Actually, not
Yeah.
in the middle, like
And
two-thirds into the
two-thirds into
quarter.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did this pivot, and that's okay. You don't have. It shows you that you don't have to wait for the end of the quarter to be like, oh, is this working? And if you actually have clear signs that something is not working or that something is working, you don't have to wait for the quarterly review to double down on things that are working and get rid of things that are not working, or to pivot.
Absolutely.
So this is a great reminder, not reminder, but a great example of what happened with us, what happened with our business, and how now the path feels so aligned. It's I'm lost for words.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And how we got here was we looked at what didn't work, and we looked at what worked, and we looked at what didn't work enough, right?
Yeah.
So combination of those three just set us on the right path. I mean, it's cannot get any simpler than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like what you mentioned, I want to emphasize a little bit on this as well. So it's not just what works, like it's not just what we do, right? And it's not just looking back at, okay, what did we do during the past quarter? It's like you say, what did we achieve? Like what actually, what are the things that produced the 20% of activities that produce the 80% of the results? This is what we're looking for. And one important thing that I want to mention is starting these reviews with gratitude. So even like what you can do is even have a little bit of ritual in the beginning to look back at the past quarter and see, okay, what are the things I'm grateful for? What are the things we are grateful for as a team? The things that happened in the past quarter. So it can help you. This helps you approach the quarterly review and the planning as well with higher energy, with more open mind. With when you tap into the sense of gratitude, this is in the 7 levels framework, IPEX framework. This is level 4. This is the beginning of level 4, and this is already energetically in terms of abundance. It's already like going to the high, like not high, like it's medium, but going to the high levels. And this is how, looking at your business from the perspectives of like levels 4, 5, 6. This is, and even 7. This is where you want to be when you review, even if things are not going the way you want them to go. Even if you know that, okay, based on my plan in the beginning of the year, this is where we wanted to be end of Q1, and you're not there. Still, start with the tapping into gratitude, with a gratitude practice, so you can really open your mind and see what's possible. And one of the things that it's more towards the planning, but one of the other things is really being there with yes, analyzing, looking at numbers and data matters, and we both come from data, right? Like we're both very data-driven people. We come from the world of data, but also using your intuition as well. This is important, tapping into everything you have, like the intuition, the feelings, like all these things, like using all these 3 things, the holographic leadership ultimately, to set yourself up for success. And with this quarterly review and planning, this is actually something that can take the full day, and that's okay. Book a full day for you, and your whole team, or depending on how big your company is, your whole team, or the leadership management team, book a whole day for you to sit down and review the quarter, to look at what worked and what didn't work. And this is really important. Like, what worked? Awesome. Look for the 20% that brings the 80%. Double down on this. What didn't work? Okay, so for the things that didn't work, do we need to delete them? Do we need to completely remove them? Or are there any adjustments we can make for this, right?
We talked about outsourcing and delegation.
Yeah,
this week.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We talked about these ones, and do this quarterly review again with your team, depending on how big it is, your management team, and remember to also do this quarterly review with everyone in the company, right? Like have a quarterly meeting or something like this where you share. Like, we love seeing progress. So progress is one of the things that makes us happiest, and feeling like we contribute to something bigger, to something more than the everyday to do things. It matters. It matters. We want to see that we matter. We want to see that the fact that every day we get up, we commute, we stay in front of a computer for 8 hours or 10 hours, whatever it is. We want to know that it matters, that it makes a difference.
Yep. Oh, totally. All right.
This anything else to add for the quarterly review?
No, I think it's very simple but very effective exercise. We keep going back to that airplane that leaves Toronto Airport and heads to Munich, right? Again, those small adjustments on a daily, hourly basis, checks are good, but this is the big one, right?
Yeah, quarterly allows you to step away from the daily noise.
Yeah, I mean, are we spinning our wheels? Are we taking one step forward, two steps back? How are we progressing? And it also emphasizes the having of goals, right? Even by I think we talked about the SMART goals, right?
Yeah.
This is the time to also maybe do a recheck. Is my goal still SMART after me doing all the tasks, whatever I needed to do from my perspective to bring me towards my goal, a quarter away, closer to my goal? Does my goal, now I have a different view, is my goal still SMART? Is it still relevant? Is it still measurable? Is it still, I forgot what the T is. But
time, the time bound,
time
definitely.
bound. So again, do this SMART. Do the SMART check.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes at the end of your day. You said take the whole day. Solve it, do the SMART check. Does it still look smart after everything that you did for 3 months, 90 days?
Yeah, that's true. Especially the relevant. Especially the relevant.
Yes.
Because here's the thing that what we, if you think about our example, right, with the pivot we did in the beginning of the month.
March.
It was, I think it was exactly 3 weeks ago. It was exactly 3 weeks ago on a Sunday. It was ultimately that Friday I quit the contract, and then on the Sunday this was it. Like probably around that time of the day, we decided that this is the pivot. This is what we are doing. So for us, the goals that we set for the business in the beginning of the year, some things are still applicable, but other things are completely irrelevant right now.
Yep.
So not even looking into them. So and that's okay. These things happen, and it's perfectly okay if you realize that a goal you said is not relevant anymore. And this is the biggest one, right? Because yes, achievable. With achievable, you can also, like, actually as you progress, you can also see whether it's achievable or not, right? Like, because
absolutely,
sometimes it's hard for us to set a goal, like a realistic goal, right? Something that's achievable, and we might set something too high. So it's okay to make adjustments. Like, yes, you want to shoot for the stars. Absolutely. You want to do something. And we read the 10X book, remember? And one of the things, which is a really interesting idea, is that ultimately the effort it takes to increase something 20% or to 2x it or 10x it is the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the different way of thinking when you 2x or 10x. So definitely highly encourage, like, don't try the 20% improvement, try to 2x. If 10x is unreasonable, you find that, looking back at Q1, 10x is unreasonable, but it looks like the 2x is reasonable, it's achievable, the
Absolutely.
2x is achievable. So yeah, awesome point, also bringing this point that the SMART goal you set in the beginning might not be achievable. It turns out it's not achievable or it's not relevant anymore. So
And if you're checking the time boundness after a quarter, you realize it's not time bound anymore. Things change so quickly. Relevance changes so quickly. There are things, whether they're false or they're real. They affect the economy. They affect the way people buy things and buy services, and so absolutely. I mean, and the achievable. One thing about achievable, if you have a 1 year goal, it's not like you're gonna work 364 days, and then on the morning of the day 365, you wake up and poof, you achieved it. No,
yeah.
the achievable part is also gradual. At the end of a quarter, you should be able to measure the achievableness of your goal, and if you can't, then something is wrong.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
then
there
it's
is,
not yeah, you haven't, it's not measurable or something. Yeah, true, true.
think about a marathon, or you're measuring the wrong thing, or there's something that's going. Imagine a marathon or even a dash. You don't just jump to the end zone or the finish
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
You run, the 26 miles, and then you get to the end. So yeah, it's important for you to have this check, and it also saves you a lot of money, time, and energy and effort,
Yeah. And then
and it
on the
encourages
other,
you.
if you
Encourages you as well.
if you think the other perfect encourages you, the other thing, if you think about the other side, is you might actually find out that you're on track, which is awesome, keep the goals and everything. But then you might actually find out that, oh wow, we set a goal to 20, increase revenue by 20%, and we are already 2xing Q1 from last year. So then you might be like, you know what? Let's change the goal. Instead of 20% increase, let's make it 2x.
20x, yeah. You've
Mm.
already 2x'd it. Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, if we
absolutely.
2x Q1, why not 2x the
Mhm.
whole year, right? If we've already
Absolutely, yeah.
surpassed, so it might turns out that you didn't set a big enough goal, I guess, like in the beginning.
Which
So
is which is natural. We as humans, remember we were chatting to our customer the other day. One of the big questions that I asked was, let's say look forward 6 months from now, we have tripled your business. Can you handle it? Do you
yeah,
have the
can you
infrastructure?
deliver?
So,
Yeah.
so even as humans, when we think about the future, we're thinking, oh, wait a minute, if I set a goal to 10x my business, I can't handle it. Then you inadvertently you set a smaller goal if you're realistic. So yeah, absolutely. Adjust your goal. If you've done something really good, then 10x what you did good, and you'll get 100x results.
And the thing is that that's why, like, this quarterly review is so important, because again, it allows you to step away from whatever you're doing every single day, from the daily operation of the business. It allows you to step away and look at the business from the higher perspective, like the 10K view, 30,000 feet view, whatever you want to call it,
Bird's
and
eye
look
view.
at bird's eye view. Exactly, look at it from the bird's eye view again, thinking strategically, like, because as the business owner, as the leader of the business, you are the one who sets the vision, you're the one who sets the strategy. So again, if you are not doing quarterly reviews, this is a great reminder for you to start doing this. Take even just one day, right? Even just one day, because for a small business to mid-sized business, like 1 day is more than enough. Now, if your business is a little bit bigger, then you might want to take a couple of days. And ideally, actually, one thing that works really, really well is to have this somewhere outside, like somewhere like not in your usual environment, like an off-site kind of experience where you take the day and you go somewhere else and different environment and allow yourself, even just booking a hotel room or something like this for a day, where you can go. Hotels have business centers, something like this.
Conference rooms, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So, and then again, if you have a bigger business, like of course you can make it a whole experience, like an offsite experience, and a bit of a team building as well. So, highly recommend. If you're not doing it, do it. If you are, share some of the things that actually work for you in this time. Like when you review the quarter, what are you looking for? Actually, we are curious to hear your own experience and what works for you as well. Like not just sharing our own. And this is one of the things. Like as a community, this is the best thing we can do: sharing our own experience and what works for you, so we can encourage others to do the same and see the same results and even better results.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Anything else for today, Juris?
No, I think we're pretty good. It's it's I don't know what about there, but it's a nice sunny Sunday here in Europe. Let's give some of the Sunday back to our viewers so they can go enjoy themselves or go buy groceries or spend time with their loved ones, or they go review their quarters.
Yeah,
So,
why not? Why not?
yeah.
Yeah, here in the GTA, it's right now, it just updated it to -2 Celsius. So it's sunny. It's really beautiful when sunny. It doesn't feel too cold, but it's on the chilly side. It's definitely on the chilly side. So,
It's
but it's
16
still a sunny
degrees here.
day. It's still a sunny day. So,
I just had ice cream outside, so
Oh,
cafes are all sitting outside. All the patios are opening up. So
yeah, Europe is different. It's already spring
all
there.
flowers, trees are all blooming, and hence
Yeah.
my I'm pumped up on antihistamines, so my I don't cough and sneeze, and my eyes don't water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
enjoy spring while you have it, because you're coming back to snow in Canada, and I know we
That's
should
cold.
meet somewhere in Miami.
Vegas. Yeah, I can reroute my flight to Vegas if you want.
Directly in
We
Vegas.
can
Okay.
we can do our offsite there for our quarterly review. The review of our quarterly review.
Love the idea. Anyway, okay. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks,
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Don't forget to subscribe and comment and tell us how your review went.
Absolutely. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Anna.